Hello.
Hola.
Welcome to the Wesley and Chonch podcast, where
Hell yeah.
we, Chonch and Wesley, talk about bullshit. What bullshit did you get up to?
Word.
Damn, bro.
Always.
Same, bro. Me too. Hashtag me too.
Jesus.
But who gives a shit about work? Tell us what you've been playing and or watching and or jorking to.
Oh my god, I just realized, okay, something completely different.
Oh, you're gonna talk about something you jorked to. Oh my god.
Something I just realized I didn't know was a thing. I've been working, literally not doing much. Besides, yeah, nothing really much. I saw the Demon Slayer movie way back when.
Oh yeah, how's that?
I don't know if I talked about that.
Mm-mm.
It was pretty dope.
Did you see Tanjiro do his breathing technique?
I did, yes.
And then
It's
he
pretty
go,
cool.
I'm the Demon Slayer.
No.
Oh, okay. Bad
I don't
movie.
think he ever said that, but okay.
I'm the Demon Slayer. That's how the manga ends.
Definitely.
it's
You heard it here first.
It's just like My Hero Academia when Deku says, "I really am My Hero Academia."
Oh god.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I saw it. Things died, people died, you know?
So I'm really like far behind in the anime. Is it still worth watching for the most part? Because I hear like the ending for the manga did not end that well. So I'm so curious if like the anime is still on like a good path, more or less.
The anime's still fun to watch, regardless of like what goes on.
Yeah. Okay. I probably.
Like my friend, he was still in season 1 when he saw the movie, and he was like, "Oh shit, I gotta watch everything else."
Damn,
Like,
that's
yeah.
weird to do. That's like watching the Chainsaw Man movie that's gonna come out and then be like, I guess I'll just watch the first season of Chainsaw Man.
Nah, yeah.
That's crazy. That's fucking nuts. I did hear that Channing Tatum's in there.
For the English dub, yeah.
Yeah. Did you watch the sub?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought you watched the dub.
No.
Oh.
I ain't no nerd.
I thought you were gonna start speaking a little Japanese right now. Watashi no nerd. Desune.
Baka.
That wasn't even a sentence. What I just said. But all right, that's cool. I haven't been to the theaters in like a good bit. The last thing I saw was Superman. So
Oh yeah.
I did want to go see the well, I don't know if it's still in. I want to go see the new Paul Thomas Anderson movie. What the fuck is it called? Nonstop Battles. What the fuck is it called? I don't remember. It has like Leonardo DiCaprio in it and Benicio del Toro. Yeah, Paul Thomas Anderson. Paul Thomas Anderson.
Oh my god, if I could type, Jesus. You're talking about the most recent one? Seems like it's one battle after another.
Yes, that one.
Ah, okay.
I like his stuff. Obviously my favorite movie of his is Boogie Nights. So I want to check out, his other stuff. I've seen from him. I think I've seen Phantom Thread. I've seen There Will Be Blood. The Master, Magnolia. There's a couple movies of his that I still haven't seen fully. Inherent Vice. Punch Drunk Love with Adam Sandler. Licorice Pizza, and I think the other one is. Yeah, he has some other ones. I think like smaller movies. The Dirk Diggler story and Cigarettes and Coffee. I did see Hard 8. Hard 8 is very good. If you want to see John C. Reilly in a more dramatic role instead of Step Brothers, which that was the thing that.
What are you talking about?
John C. Reilly. The one of the brothers with Will Ferrell, not Will Ferrell, and Step Brothers.
Sure.
Okay. Anyways. But that movie looks good. One battle after another. Did you see Superman? Did you
No.
watch? Oh,
So
okay.
what our little group did was we chose between Superman and Fantastic Four. And we ended up watching
Fantastic
Fantastic Four.
Four. Mm-hmm. How was Fantastic Four?
Pretty dope.
Did you?
That was alright. Nothing crazy.
Yeah, I heard that it was like an all right movie for what it was. Which I think is fine. You know, I don't think there really has to be another Marvel movie that blows. That's the thing. Nothing can ever reach the height of was it Infinity War?
Oh yeah, with Thanos. Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing can ever reach that height ever again. I mean, the only thing that I could think of is maybe obviously with Doctor Doom coming in. But other than that, like anything involving like Thanos, like that big of a thing, no.
I doubt it, because everyone's gonna be like, Tony Stark's not like he's there, but he's not there.
He's
You
not
know?
there. Yeah, the whole weird like I don't know if they're gonna do like a meta thing where it's like, oh, this Doctor Doom is actually the evil Tony Stark. You know.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see. Anything else you got?
Video games.
Yeah.
Video games.
Inject that shit into my bloodstream,
Uh,
baby.
whatchamacall? I got the Crunchyroll manga thing. So now I'm reading JJK.
Oh, they're doing manga?
Yeah.
Is it like a weekly thing? Like is it like up to date as much as like Shonen Jump? Because obviously Shonen Jump.
Yeah,
Or
it's has everything.
oh, like including like seinen stuff, like the more
Mm,
adult version, like mangas, like
Probably
Berserk.
not.
Okay.
I mean, I haven't really I just got it, when was it? Last week?
Mm.
So I haven't really explored it as much.
Yeah, yeah. Because I was curious about that because I think Chainsaw Man moved from shonen to like the more adult publisher. I think.
Yeah, Chainsaw Man's not on here.
Okay. So I guess it's also dependent on like the rights.
Yeah, true. Yeah, but Chainsaw Man and the other one you literally just said is not on here.
Okay. So how are you like fully up to date with Jujutsu Kaisen or
No, the one I stopped at was when Yuji and Nanami are fighting um chapter 20, when they're first fighting the change modified people on the roof
oh
after the
okay.
movie theater.
Oh, you're starting from back. You're not even like going try to like go where the anime like second season ended, right?
No, I mean I'm gonna get there eventually, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean reading manga is like much faster. That's how I got through the first half of One Piece.
Nah, yeah.
I should
Like
really go
I'm
back. Hmm.
because I started reading it and rewatching it again, and seeing the differences between the manga and the show.
Yeah.
And right now it's pretty much one for one as of chapter 20.
The only thing that I hear that loses a little bit of its like artistic like style is Chainsaw Man. There's a thing in particular where it describes like Aki's demon that he uses with the nail, because
Mm.
in the manga it plays around with like the paneling, and like you can kind of see where like the finger is for the demon, where it flicks the nail every time Aki uses, compared to the show where you don't really like know what's going on for the most time with the nail that Aki uses. So I think that's like one of the things that is kind of hard to translate with like manga and anime, but for the most part, I mean, Chainsaw Man is pretty good. I'm really interested in watching the movie because I do like that arc specifically from the manga.
Rezi, whatever the
Reze,
fuck
yeah,
how you pronounce her name.
the bomb devil.
Will Denji be happy or
Will
will he suffer
will he
again?
goon or not goon? Find out next chapter. Genji goons.
And then isn't JJK coming back this year, right?
Yeah.
Next month?
What is the new season called? I think it's called the Culling Game. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Where
I'm.
Yuta comes back.
And he's like, I'm gonna kill Yuji.
Yeah, cause he's Sukuna.
He's Sukuna. I hate it. Well, fuck. I forgot how the fucking second season ends. I thought they separated. Did they not?
Oh, Yuji and Sukuna?
Yeah.
Not that I know of, no.
Oh yeah. They didn't, and that's why they're hunting Yuji because Gojo's not there to basically keep Sukuna back.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, I
Now I
mean,
remember.
also Sukuna and Yuji still have a pact that kind of fucks him up if he comes out
Mm. Okay.
because of the whole like
It, it, I mean, I guess the bad part for me is that like I binged that fucking like first and second season, so it's like, yeah, I just don't remember that much.
mm.
I do remember the hidden treasure arc shit with young Gojo.
Oh yeah, the beginning of season 2.
Yeah, I think that was my favorite part.
Yeah, that was dope.
It was
He
very
was
good.
like, then everyone was like, oh my god.
Oh my god, it's Gojo. It's
And then what's
Satoru
his face
Gojo.
comes out of nowhere.
Ghetto. Ghetto and
Yeah, there you
Gojo.
go.
God, the naming convention is so bad. It's
Trust
so
me, I'm
bad.
still like, I'm still trying to get through like Gojo and G- J- what the fuck, Gojo and Jogo.
Oh yeah, I forgot. That was one of them.
I'm like, okay, this
All
is yep,
all right, I'm about to go Joe my Jogo.
Jogo.
So
But whatchamacallit, season 2 essentially ended with Yuta coming back.
mm, back from his trip from Africa.
Yeah, essentially,
Mm,
and then Edo absorbing Mahito because he was about to literally die.
that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, but technically Mahito dies anyways because Geto absorbs him.
Yeah.
Um,
And then it's revealed that like it's not uh
it's not
Seto.
Geto.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not Ghetto in the Seto.
it's a demon person that's literally swapped brains.
Brains, yeah. So I'm excited about that.
Uh, that and then the whole Megumi fucking trying to get Maharaga to under his control.
Hmm.
The whole fucking Sukuna fight that happened.
Yeah. Man, a
Yeah,
lot of people died in that.
dude, a lot.
A lot of people died. That was, I think, one of the craziest like seasons. Just like a lot of people got murked.
Dude, honestly, like I don't want to get up to that point in the anime or the manga again when fucking Nanami says his iconic phrase. I can't. It hurts too much.
His iconic death scene.
Hmm.
His iconic death scene. Yeah, that was a good season. It was pretty wild for the most part. I don't know, like I'm still a little conflicted with the whole thing of the mangaka doing his new series, which is essentially still kind of in the same universe, from what I understand.
Hmm.
So it's supposed to be like Jujutsu Kaisen, but like it's supposed to be like the descendants of like everyone else. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's very bizarre, but who knows? Because that was the thing, is that like I didn't hear like relatively good things about how the manga ended.
Hmm.
So what else you got? What else have you been watching?
What else have I been watching? Shit, I don't even remember. Uh, Oh, I'm watching a show that my friend recommended. Um, Star versus the Forces of Evil. It's on Disney Plus. It's an animated show.
Oh, okay.
It's like a mix of like oh my God, what are those shows? Adventure Time and Gravity Falls. It's like a mix of those two shows,
Okay. I like Gravity Falls.
essentially. Or it's like the characters are like Mabel and Dipper in a way,
Mhm.
but without like the dark sense of that show. You
Yeah,
know how like that show had like its creepy vibes and whatnot.
the last couple episodes did get really creepy, to be fair.
hmm
Yeah.
But it has like the happy-go-lucky of Adventure Time where they're just having fun and doing whatever.
I never really got into Adventure Time. I know a lot of people did.
It was good.
Mm,
I actually saw it from like beginning to end, and I was like, "Damn,
yeah.
Finn does a lot of shit."
It's a weird series, or it was a weird era because it was like Adventure Time and I think Steven Universe that were like the two a lot of people were really talking about
Mm-hmm.
specifically.
And
Um,
mm, I feel like I finished Steven Universe, but I don't entirely remember.
I know it was mixed, the ending of it.
Yeah.
Um, I know that also on HBO there is a spin-off show of Adventure Time, Fiona and Cake.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that exists.
They even made a appearance in the show.
Fiona and Cake.
Yeah, because of the Ice King.
Gotcha.
Um, what else?
What else you got?
Watching that, I finished the first season of Gachikuta.
Oh yeah, I still gotta watch that.
It's good.
I hear it's
Shit
good.
happened in the last episode,
Good. Good.
and you're like, "God damn, that's how it ended." And I'm like, "Oh
You're
man,
like, yacht.
yeah." Uh, what else? I've been playing a lot of Shape of Dreams, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Like the main game I've been playing.
So what is that? Is that like a MOBA-esque game, or is it?
Nah, it's like Risk of Rain. It's like bullet hell roguelike.
Okay, got it.
Um, where obviously like every run is different.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll unlock, I think there's a total of like 8 different characters.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the one character me and Haller play, which is like the most fucking broken character in the whole game, is the tank where he heals depending on which passive you have.
Mm-hmm.
He heals 3% after every 4 hits,
Hmm.
or he heals 1% when he reaches max attack speed or
Okay.
max attack stacks, which is, I think is like 8 or something like that.
Oh, so is it like Diablo, kind of?
No, no.
Well, I'm kind of seeing the like screenshots, and I think it's just the angle that's like speaking to me about like looking like Diablo.
It's like it's top down angle like Diablo, yeah. But like how the actual game plays out, no.
Mm.
Um, but there's different currency in the game, obviously. You have like your money to like buy stuff. You have essences
Mm-hmm.
to upgrade your memories. That's like what you'd call your spells.
Yeah.
Um, then each character has their main two abilities plus their passive. So you have one ability and then your ultimate. Um, and then depending on which passive you get, the depends on like how your playstyle is gonna be
Mm-hmm.
essentially. So like for the tank guy, shit, one of his passives is every time you level up, you get more health,
Okay.
or um, you get more health and you heal for percentage of your max health, and then on top of that, every time you hit an enemy, it like pushes them back a little bit and stuns them for
Mm-hmm.
like a second or half a second or something like that. So you get advantage on that. It just depends on like what you play, who you play, how you play them, kind of thing.
Hmm. Okay, but it's mostly like a class based game in a sense.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. That's cool.
Yeah, it's like how Risk of Rain is. You pick a character, you go through worlds, get items.
Never played, baby. I
Wow.
know. Howler's the one that yells at me, be like, just play the fucking second game. And I'm like, I need to know the lore.
There is
Why
no lore.
why is
They're
there so
just
much
space
rain? And
explorers.
what's the risk?
The risk is the guy in the moon trying to fucking kill you.
Why? Why? All right, so cool. That's cool.
Yeah. And I'm still waiting for Borderlands to be 50+% off.
Yeah, isn't it like 20 now? Or like 10%?
On PC, yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't still like run like dog water?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm waiting for it to be like half off on console so I can just play it on there.
Yeah, I kind of feel you on that, but I still gotta get through Tiny Tina's Wonderland
Mm.
because that's
Oh,
just
that's
me.
also what I've been playing again.
Oh, okay.
This was like a while ago, like before the last podcast.
Oh, okay. Cool. That's good. I
Yes,
mean,
yes.
I guess like kind of going on that a little bit. I like it for the most part. I like Will Arnett as the
It's fun.
Dragon Lord.
Oh, the bad dude. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, it's not
yeah.
bad.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't do it for the story. I just do it for like the stupid BS that you could do.
Yeah. I mean, it's still the good gunplay of Borderlands 3 because that's the shit that I really liked about Borderlands 3 is like the weapon variety and like the crazy bullshit you can do with it of like weapon switching with the same gun.
Yeah,
But
like the yeah, okay.
yeah, where you can like an assault rifle can be like a grenade launcher slash bazooka kind of
Yeah,
ordeal.
yeah, yeah, okay. Mm-hmm.
But everything else from Borderlands 3 I did not like. I did not like the story.
Nah, yeah. Which is weird because that's like I'm starting to lean away from Borderlands 2 to now 3, which is surprising because 2 was like my forever favorite.
Mhm. I've been meaning to replay
Uh,
the first two, and even pre-sequel.
mm, I don't know about replaying 1, honestly.
You
Like
could
it's
you could take it or leave it.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in my case, it's just like I never played any of the other DLCs besides Zed's Zombie Island.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really. I know there's the only one I remember is Captain or General Knox's armory,
Oh yeah, that one. But
which literally hated because you have to drive across the whole fucking map just to get to your destination.
I forget how many were there. There were like 4 in total.
DLCs?
Yeah,
Yeah, there's usually always 4.
because like one of them is actually like canon.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see. I don't remember which one it was.
Borderlands 1.
Yeah, it was
Two.
4.
You got Zombie Island of Dr. Ned, Mad Moxie's Underdome Riot,
Ned.
Secret Armory of General Knox, and Claptrap's New Robot Revolution.
I want to say General Knox's was canon.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe Claptrap, but who knows? Yeah, I do want to replay Borderlands 1 for the most part. Hmm, we'll see.
Oh shit. There was a DLC for the pre-sequel that got canceled.
Oh, that's weird.
Oh shit. Yeah, Luxie's Space Adventure was canceled.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah, that is weird.
Mm.
What else you got besides B-Lands?
Uh, what else do I have besides Borderlands? Not much. I'm going on a trip tomorrow, but that's besides it.
Weapon?
Going on a trip tomorrow
Where you going?
with the homies.
You going to Canada? You going to Vegas?
No,
You going to
neither.
Saskatchewan?
Yep. Oh,
Okay.
it's just Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan.
That's in Canada.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're going to Fright Fest.
Okay. You gonna
Yeah.
get spooked out?
Sure, if they can spoop us out.
The non-spooked Wesley?
Yeah.
Alright. Fair enough.
I'm gonna be the baggage carrier while everyone's on the roller coasters.
Damn, bro. That's
Hell
crazy.
yeah.
Do you like roller coasters?
Yes and no. It's like I don't like the loop-de-loop ones, the
Mm,
loop-de-spinny ones.
I like those.
No, I've never been. To be fair, I've never been on them, but they like just looking at them scares me.
I like roller
Um,
coasters. I don't like the
mhm,
pendulum ones. Not the ride specifically. The ones that like is just like a pendulum essentially, and like it goes like side to side, and then eventually like goes all the way up upside down. No,
no idea what you're talking
okay.
about. You're talking about
It's
like the
specific
like a
ride.
pirate
It's not
ship.
kind of like a pirate
Like,
ship, but like if a pirate
mhm,
ship was like basically you strapped in, and then you're basically on like the front facing side, and then it just swung you from side to side, and then like decided to go up and like let you hang upside down.
mm,
I don't like that. I don't like that.
gotcha.
But roller coasters I'm cool with, even though I've seen Final Destination 3.
Yeah, that's one reason I never watch Final Destination. It just ruins things for me.
I hear that the new one is like really goofy, but it is a Final Destination movie, so you kind of get what you're paying for.
Yeah, no, I hate those movies. That's like why every time I go to the Palisades, I'm like terrified of going on the escalators.
Mm. Escalators scare you?
Yeah. Well, not
Oh,
like scare me, but like since the ones in the
oh,
Palisades, you know how like they're like rumbly every now
yeah,
and
oh
then.
yeah, yeah. That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
that just like get me the fuck out of here.
I've seen Final Destination 5. I think it was with the escalator.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's also, yep, that's
yeah.
why. Nope.
Okay. Final Destination has scarred you.
Yep, it has.
I think for a generational thing, the Final Destination 2 scarred a lot of people because of the fucking log truck.
That was
The,
another one I was thinking about too.
that's the one that genuinely like scared people
Uh,
for a fact. Yeah, because I've seen a clip of that and it's like kind of crazy because I think they used a dummy and then they pushed it in.
mhm.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Yeah, that's fucking terrifying. I don't know how people are just like, yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. What else do you got?
Mm, Not much that I know of.
Okay. You ever read anything or currently keeping up to date with something? No.
No, I mean, besides starting JJK manga,
Hmm.
no, just the usual.
Okay.
Living life.
Love living, eat,
Nah, not
pray,
at all.
loving. Oh,
Living sucks.
damn, bro. Truly,
Live.
everything is a fuck. Is a fuck.
Yeah, I do be like that sometimes though.
Yeah. Um. I guess I'll talk then.
Yes, you do that.
Yeah. So I've been just straight up jorking it. Um.
Fire.
Fire based.
Fire-based
It's
George,
fire based.
Jesus.
Um. No, I just been watching a shit ton of movies. Even like playing video games, I've been like kind of on and off with for the most part. Minus like some fighting games and a revisit to a particular game. And then of course, me trying to have like Spooky Tober, but like fucking my job is kicking my ass so hard. Fucking like 3 days of like work, like till like 6 or 7 o'clock. But I guess as for like video game stuff that I can just mention, yeah, I haven't really beaten anything, but I am like playing through the Outer Worlds, just kind of like a replay of that, while also playing the DLC stuff, because I never played the DLC stuff when the original release came out. So the new release, the Outer Worlds, the Spacer Edition, is like supposed to be like the revamped version, and I forgot that I had it. So I've been playing that. It's still good writing for what it is. I know a lot of people were trying to say like this game is like better than Fallout New Vegas. I haven't beaten Fallout New Vegas, so I can't really say for sure. But the writing is still pretty good for the most part, because I do like the corporate dystopia that is in this universe. So you ever played the Outer Worlds? No, it's good. If you're looking for like a Fallout-esque game, but not really Fallout.
Yeah, I don't really like Fallout like that.
Wow, I can't believe you hate Fallout.
Yeah, like I played 4, didn't like 4. I was forced to play 76. Enjoyed it for the time, but in the end of the day, I didn't play it on.
A lot of people would say that 4 is the weaker of the Fallout games. I played 3, and people say like 3 is not good, but I enjoyed 3 for what it was. I played 3. I played a little bit of Fallout 1 original because it's on Steam and GOG.
Mm-hmm.
They're very old games, that I will say. Not to say that they're bad, but they're very old games. The 1, 2, and I think Tactics is the other one. But then you get 3, and 3 is like the one where I played on my PS3, and like those Bethesda games on PS3 and Xbox 360 were like incredibly buggy. So, you know, part of the admission playing those games. But I still like my time with it, and I've been meaning to play through Fallout New Vegas, because that's the one that everyone says is like the best one, writing wise. But we'll see. We'll see when I decide to play that. So yeah, Outer Worlds is good. I'm playing the first DLC. I think what is it? Is it fuck, I forget what it's called. Something Iridanos? Or is it Peril on Gorgon? Oh, it's Peril on Gorgon, I think I'm playing. And the other one is Murder on Eridanos, which are like essentially you're like a merc for hire, and you kind of have to like go meet the client, and they're like, hey, like this crazy shit's been happening over here in this planet, so we need you to solve it. And it's like, okay. So that's kind of how the DLC is going. So yeah, besides that, I've been playing a lot of Blasphemous. It's a 2D Metroidvania with a bunch of like Catholic themes. It's like, what if Dark Souls but Catholicism, and a lot of its design, and I'm like, that's pretty cool. And everything that you get is like a bunch of like death metal album covers. So it's good. It's a Metroidvania. It's very interesting. I like what I'm playing of it. I'm still making my way through it. But I am enjoying it. Which was a bad idea to start another Metroidvania when I still gotta beat Hollow Knight 1. But I'll get to that. Been playing a little bit more of Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, which is by the same people that did Blasphemous. So that's been pretty fun, because I am excited for Ninja Gaiden 4, baby, coming out next week.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I get to play that Ryu Hayabusa. I really enjoy Ninja Gaiden, well, particularly Ninja Gaiden 2. Because I dislike Ninja Gaiden 3 so much. But Ragebound is good if you like platformer platforming action games. It's very good. I guess another thing, I don't know whether or not I talked about with Anthony last time we were on a podcast, but I essentially got like S plus rank on Resident Evil 2 remake for both Leon and Claire. I think I did talk about this. But yeah, Leon! Because I also did that with Resident Evil 4, because I went fucking crazy with that game. Remake specifically. But like, I got the S plus rank in Resident Evil 2 remake, and holy shit. When you want to talk about like a game that you have to like get that shit down, Resident Evil 2 remake is like one of them. And I think Resident Evil 2 remake is genuinely one of the best remakes I've ever played. You know, right there with like Resident Evil 4 remake, because you know Resident Evil 4 remake is based off a good game, so it's like it's kind of hard to fuck that up. And then I played Resident Evil 3 remake. I got S rank on like every difficulty, including like the hardest one called Inferno. That was a fucking pain in the ass, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Resident Evil 3 remake is a really weird game because it's like it's not great, but it's not bad either. It's really like middling. And it's really unfortunate because Resident Evil 3 original had like a really cool thing where you can kind of like choose your own like path for the story. And Resident Evil 3 remake doesn't do that, which is kind of unfortunate. But it's not bad for the most part. Other stuff that I've been just like keeping up with, the first Berserker Kazan, Gears of War Reloaded. I've been replaying God of War Ragnarok because my sister is currently playing it. I played a little bit of Death's Door. Fighting games, obviously, I've been like futzing around in Tekken 8 with Armored King. Played a little bit of Fatal Fury City of the Wolves because Ken is out, and so is Joe Higashi, one of the other Fatal Fury characters. And Street Fighter 6 because I'm crazy and I'm like, let me do all the combo trials for some of the characters. I got 3 down yesterday. I'm happy. I won a new character. Well, she was actually in Street Fighter 4, but she recently made a return for 6. Sea Viper is her name. A lot of people talk about this character being very weird. Even in Street Fighter 4, she's very technical. In a sense that you have to do like a lot of weird button inputs for her and a lot of like 1 or 2 frame links when it comes to certain like cancels that she can do. She can be kind of broken, but she does exhaust like a lot of resources, specifically being your drive gauge, which is like kind of like the thing that you can do parries and like drive impact reversals shit. She's very meter heavy, but she is really fun. Even in even though she is very technical, I was having a lot of fun playing her, and even doing her trials was just like, this is a lot of involved shit that if you are going to commit to this character, you don't have to go as crazy as what the combo trials like try to like put on, because those combo trials can be like really fucking nuts of just like, when am I ever going to use this in a fight? But it was still fun to actually like experience and actually kind of understand the character a little bit more and see that, oh, she can be fun. She has a lot of cool things that she can do. But if you want to go fucking crazy, you have the option to go fucking crazy with this character, which I do appreciate. So yeah, I finished her combo trials. I also finished a boxer character by the name of Ed. His combo trials are done. I finished. And then I also did Sagat. And he is also very cool. I really like what they did with him specifically for his animations, because he does like a lot of like really cool Muay Thai animations. And I think that's been pretty fun. But yeah, Street Fighter 6 has been like pretty good, and I've been meaning to like go back and play a little bit more of Street Fighter 6, specifically now with Sea Viper, because I've been enjoying playing that character, and especially how much I really got involved with like the button input stuff of like, okay, since that stuff is so fresh in my mind and I can still do it now, I rather like play this character like now and then like eventually exhaust myself, where, you know, I feel like I don't have to like play all this again. Yeah. What else? I've been meaning to go back to Guilty Gear Strive because Lucy from Cyberpunk is in there.
Yep.
Yeah, I hear she's not really that great, but you can do some fun stuff with her, obviously. And then on top of that, they redid all their ranking systems, so like that's been kind of like fixed ish. So I'm interested to check that out. The thing that I wanted to mention before that when you said you fool, I was thinking about Goku, and hey, they brought back Dragon Ball Fighters from the dead.
Okay, that's up. Okay, yep.
So Dragon Ball Fighters just got an update. And they're actually planning on releasing Super Saiyan 4 Goku from Daima, the Dragon Ball spin-off show, where they become kids again.
Yeah, okay.
So there is a Super Saiyan 4 Goku in that, and they're bringing that Goku into Dragon Ball Fighters.
Interesting.
So they just did an update. I've been seeing a lot of videos from like obviously a lot of fighting game people, mostly specifically obviously Maximilian, and basically he futzes around with the game a little bit, but he did like kind of like, okay, what are people on Twitter essentially like putting out there to see like how crazy this patch is, because even then the patch previously was also fucking crazy to the point where it was actually kind of broken. Not in the sense that like the characters feel like overpowered. Well, that yes, but for some reason models would T-pose sometimes, and then like the announcer would say finished even though the round is still going, because I've had that happen to me before when I was playing online, where I was playing as I think Gogeta, and like someone was playing as like I forget, I think Cooler, and like I'm like I thought I won because I heard finished, and then I stopped, and then the other guy took the opportunity to beat my ass down. So I was just like,
nerd.
Great, fantastic. I love it. I love being debated on my Dragon Balls. But yeah, this new patch came out. Everything is still fucking crazy bullshit. You know, Kamehamehas do crazy amount of bullshit. The DLC characters are busted. But for the most part, the game still looks pretty fun, even though I think the player count for it kind of went down. But I haven't been up to date with Dragon Ball Fighters, and I remember the last time I tried playing, I got my ass whooped because there are people that are still really playing that game. But I am interested to see like more of it, because I do like the game for the most part. But yeah, fighting games cool, fighting games fun. As for other shit, I want to say, so yeah, I mentioned before, my sister is going through God of War Ragnarok because she beat 2018. She really enjoyed 2018, so she went straight into Ragnarok. So me and my sister were hanging out for a little bit, and then I was like, oh, I have a bunch of games that I'm not playing. Do you want to borrow some stuff? So she came to borrow some games. So I don't know when she's ever going to play them, because obviously she has a job. But she did borrow Persona 5 Royal. So we'll see where that goes, if she'll ever play Persona 5 Royal. So
that brings up the question, sorry. Is there any more news on the Persona 4 remake?
As far as I know, no. They only showed like that teaser trailer, and that was basically it.
Yeah, that like okay.
Yeah. Revival. So yeah, and then I've been playing a little bit of Tiny Tina's Wonderland. Yeah. That's been fun for the most part. And yeah, like there's some stuff that I've been like kind of interested in. Obviously there was actually 3 games that I'm thinking about it. The Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Lions is one that I'm interested in. This roguelike beat 'em up game called Absalom, which looks really cool. And then kind of sort of Yooka Replay, the remake for Yooka-Laylee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that kind of like piqued my interest a little bit. But yeah, that's basically it for video games. But for movies, shit, bro, I've been watching a shit ton of movies. Mostly. Here we go, baby. Bringing out my list right now.
Oh God.
So I mentioned to Howler that like I've been watching a shit ton of like Yakuza movies. specifically a very famous series by the name of Battles Without Honor and Humanity. Last podcast I talked about finishing the first 5 movies. I finished all those. They were very good. So I watched what they dubbed New Battles Without Honor and Humanity, which is just 3 movies, but it's kind of an anthology series. So each movie is not connected to any of the other movies. On top of that, it's not even connected to like the previous movies. So each movie is like kind of standalone, which I thought was pretty good for the most part. So I finished all those. I finished Battle Without Honor and Humanity, all that. So I was like, you know what? Let me watch more crazy Japanese movies, more crazy shit. So there's one actor in particular that I really, really like from Battles Without Honor and Humanity, and I was really interested as to see why Quentin Tarantino really loves him. And it's an actor by the name of Sonny Chiba.
Chiba.
So I didn't know that he used to do a lot of like crazy fucking Japanese like exploitative movies, in the sense that like a bunch of gore and a bunch of violence and like kind of like really weird sexual scenes. But he was kind of like the big action star at the time. So he did a series called The Street Fighter, not based on the video game. So it's about essentially a karate man who is also a hitman that does karate to defeat his enemies. And the stories are kind of, they're batshit insane. But the first movie, I think, genuinely is a good ass time. It's really fun. Because essentially it's like this karate man who a deal goes bad, so the people who hired him are now the people hunting him, and now he has to go basically fight the people that hired him, and like all this crazy shit happens. But there's a really fun moment where they use practical effects to show like a dude's skull being crushed by Sonny Chiba's like fist. So essentially they have a scene where Sonny Chiba like puts his fist up and like smashes down, and then it transitions the guy's like face to like a foam like skull, and like you can see like the foam skull being punched by the fist, and like it's goofy, it's really funny, but like it's a fun ass time. I watched all 3 movies. The first one, I have to say, it's like the better one out of the 3, but they're all good for the most part. So I was like, I kind of want to watch more Sonny Chiba stuff, so I have a bunch more Sonny Chiba movies I've been meaning to watch. Another one that is kind of like the exploitative stuff that he was doing was a series called The Executioner, where he plays a ninja instead of a karate man. So I'm keen on watching that. I come to find out that apparently he did like another karate-esque series based off a real person, apparently, where this dude used to fight animals, specifically bears and bulls. So the movie is called The Bullfighter, and then the sequel is called The Bear Fighter. And I'm gonna watch it. I'll relay that whenever we do a next podcast. But like, Sonny Chiba, when you watch him act, it's very interesting. He's very charismatic. He's very interesting to watch on screen. Even playing a dumb karate man, he's still really interesting. But the fascinating part about watching The Street Fighter, it feels like Japan got a Japanese version of Bruce Lee on screen. That's what it feels like every time Sonny Chiba's on screen. But the really fascinating part is like how he moves and how acrobatic he is, which I came to find out that apparently he was training for the Olympics for gymnastics like back in the day until he got hurt. And then because of him getting hurt, he decided to like change career trajectory and then went into acting. And surprisingly enough, he actually knows a little bit of karate. So that was like the really neat part about it. But those movies obviously are like, it feels like Fist of the North Star, you know, esque levels of like crazy karate bullshit that you can do. But it's still fun. Those are fun movies. So I was like, all right, let me put Sonny Chiba off to the side a little bit. Let me watch some Hong Kong action movies. So I watched a Hong Kong action movie starring Chow Yun-fat called City on Fire. If you like sleeping dogs, this is a good movie. This is a very good movie. If you want like undercover cop, you know, trying to like sneak his way into the like the criminal underworld, City on Fire is very, very good. I really enjoyed it. I think Chow Yun-fat is also very interesting to watch because it's crazy to think that like he was basically like 80s/90s like Hong Kong action superstar, and it's really fascinating to see him like do his stuff, and he does like really dramatic stuff really well. Like Chow Yun-fat is a very surprising actor. But yeah, City on Fire, great fucking movie if you want to like a Hong Kong action movie. After that, so I kind of went into like a weird area with like Hong Kong movies. So there was a time in Hong Kong where they did a lot of exploitation movies, and a lot of like exploitation horror movies. So this one particular film distribution company by the name of Vinegar Syndrome does like weird obscure releases of like international stuff and like sometimes American stuff. So their main stuff mostly is like kind of like weird Hong Kong movies that kind of like were out there in the world but then kind of disappeared. So I got interested in this one particular director by the name of Nagai Choi Lam, I think his name is. I could be getting that wrong. I could probably be fucking up his name. But I got a movie from him recently called The Cat. I haven't seen it yet. I hear it's an incredibly batshit insane fucking movie. The other interesting fact is that apparently the movie has another version, a Japanese version, compared to its Hong Kong version, where the Japanese version is a completely different story, but still using the same elements from the Cat Hong Kong movie. So it's like the box set that I got essentially comes with the Hong Kong version and the Japanese version. So I'm really keen on watching that. But the thing I wanted to mention is that like this particular director is known for doing really crazy fucking movies, in the sense that like a lot of his shit is incredibly violent. So I went through a little bit of his filmography to see like, oh, what else kind of like piques my interest. So I got a double set of Blu-ray. So I got a movie called Devil Fetus, and then another movie called Her Vengeance. So they're two different directors. Nagai Choi Lam is Her Vengeance, and I forget the director for Devil Fetus. But Devil Fetus is basically a horror movie. Is it a good horror movie? Not in particular.
Doesn't sound like it.
It has some really neat parts going for it. The thing that I was surprised the most is that the fucking like monster shit happens immediately, like incredibly fast. But the thing that I'm very, very mixed about the movie is there might be some animal abuse in the movie, which I didn't know until I like was reading online that like there is some possible animal abuse, which I was kind of down about because there was two animals in particular that like one particular scene I was like, that looks really real. I don't know whether or not they got like a fake animal like stuffed thing to replace the actual animal, but it doesn't seem like it because, you know, in certain countries they didn't really care for animal rights and shit. So Devil Fetus is a very bizarre movie. There's some really like cool, I wouldn't say cool, but like really interesting parts to the movie of like essentially the premise is this rich woman buys a jade statue. Something weird is going on with the jade statue that like she's being like visited by some kind of demonic force. The demonic force impregnates her with a devil fetus, and then she eventually dies, but the devil's fetus is still in her body. So they basically a priest tells the mother to be like, hey, you got to put like fucking like talismans like everywhere to make sure that the devil fetus does not come out, because if it will, it's basically going to kill your entire family. And then obviously, you know, shit goes down where somebody accidentally takes down one of the talismans and then devil fetus starts haunting shit. But the thing I have to say is that nobody is safe in that fucking movie. Like, people start fucking dying. The monster design itself is not that great, because I think the problem is that the transfer to Blu-ray made things a lot clearer. So you kind of see that it's a dude in like a latex suit with just a wig on.
Nice.
So it's like, the monster doesn't look that scary. It just looks really goofy.
Mhm.
But the elements leading up to like the monster, coming out and like trying to fight the survivors, it was good for the most part. Then there was an interview that I watched on the special features for this thing where it was with one of the actors that played like the younger brother in the story. And it was just a fascinating like watch for this guy to basically talk about how like, yeah, Hong Kong like movie making is just like a completely different world, and in it of itself, it's just bizarre. So yeah, if you do want to watch Devil Fetus, I would put up the big asterisk of like might be some animal abuse in this movie, so keep that in mind. So yeah, just keep that in mind.
There is.
There probably is. Yeah, that's why my rating for it kind of like diminished once I once I saw that. When I saw that, I was just like, that doesn't look like a stuffed animal. That looks real. So after that, I was like, okay, let me move on to Her Vengeance, the one that I was actually really keen on watching. Her Vengeance is a revenge movie. Specifically, a woman was sexually assaulted, and she goes after the men who did the action on her. It's very it is graphic in its depiction of what happens to her. But the revenge aspect becomes full-blown Hong Kong action nonsense towards the end, where they basically make like Home Alone traps in order to get at the bad guys.
Jesus.
So it's a good movie. The ending is very bleak, but it is one of those things where so Hong Kong had a very interesting thing where they had different categories of ratings for specific movies. So if a movie was like incredibly violent, had a lot of depictions of sexual assault in that specific ordeal, they would be rated in the category 3 area. So the Blu-ray that I got has 2 versions. It has category 2 where it like not diminishes, that feels like more of a negative word, but like it kind of takes out a lot of like the stuff that would make it category 3. So I watched the category 3 version. Yeah, it's rough. It's I wouldn't say it's rough in the sense that like the movie needs work. It's just rough in the sense that like there's a lot of stuff within the story that's like could really trigger a lot of people. But there's one particular scene where like she goes to the doctor because she starts bleeding from down there, and the doctor is like examining her, and then there's like this like kind of awkward silence between her and the doctor, and the doctor is just full on giving her like a whole warning, basically be like, you have a sexually transmitted disease. You essentially have gonorrhea. If you don't get this cleared out, you will fucking die. And then, yeah, I was just like, oh my God. And then he's like, you got it. You have to get medicine now. And then she just runs out of the doctor's office to go cry. And then I'm like, I mean, you live in the modern era. Like, you can get medication for it. It's like not really the end of the world, but still, depending on the severity of the gonorrhea. But like, holy shit. Yeah, it's a good movie, but like I said, it is one of those things where like I do feel like it really depends on people's like ability to really, I guess, kind of take all that in, because it's a lot with its subject matter. But yeah, she gets her revenge essentially, and I really do like the actress, the main lady. I think she's very, very good, and like she basically has to do like a seductress kind of thing when like trying to basically enact her vengeance on her perpetrators, while also being very vulnerable and like, trying to like get past this whole event and thing. The only thing that wasn't clear was that apparently she has a past with the guys that assaulted her. That apparently they might have been responsible for her father's death, which wasn't
Like
really
in the movie.
in the movie.
Or...
In the
okay,
movie.
Okay.
Yeah, in the movie.
Like,
No, this is all context of the movie.
Okay.
But yeah, it wasn't really clear about like what exactly the extent was. There was also the other weird thing that apparently her sister went blind at some point, and her sister had vision, but then she just went blind. They never really talked about it after that. And then yeah, they're like the last half of the movie is where it gets fucking batshit insane, like almost like fucking John Woo, hard boiled like crazy fucking action. It's a fucking batshit insane movie, but it's good. So I'm very curious on watching more of his stuff. Another like Blu-ray like double set that I got was another movie called The Witch from Nepal and The Seventh Curse. And The Seventh Curse is by the same director that did Her Vengeance and the Cat. So, you know, I'll probably be watching both of them at some point. I bought a lot of movies, so I'm very keen on watching them.
Yeah, I'm seeing your list on Instagram, and I'm like, this fucking dude, like, damn.
I get Jackie Chan. Oh, so that's okay. Let me bring this up. Let me bring this other gripe that I have. So I kind of stopped. It's really dependent. It's like if Amazon has good deals, I buy from Amazon, but it's usually like stuff that comes in like a box set, like specifically like anything that comes in like, you know, a slip cover or anything like that. I try to avoid with Amazon because Amazon has a tendency to like fucking fuck that shit up most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been using this other website by the name of Orbit DVD. So they have a policy that I did not read, where essentially that if you want to do pre-orders, do the pre-orders separately from stuff that is available now. Because if you want the stuff that's available now, you're going to have to wait because we have to basically send everything once the pre-order comes out. So essentially, let's say you have some stuff that they have in stock and then a pre-order all in one order. You have to wait for that one specific pre-order to come out and then they send everything. So I'm like, shit. So this one particular listing that I bought, because it was like Crime Story, Coraline,
Oh, the most recent post. Yeah.
Coraline. Shit, I forget the other one. I have the pictures. Hold on. Oh, School in the Crosshairs, which is this like weird, obscure Japanese movie. And the other movie is called On the Run, that stars Yuen Biao. If you don't know who that is, he's basically the same guy that trained with Jackie Chan and Sammo Hung. So he's kind of like what they called themselves the Dragon Brothers. So that movie is the thing that fucked me up in my order. That movie is not being released until next year. In January. So I have to wait for this order from January till January. And the thing is that like their policy also says that, hey, once you make a pre-order, we're not canceling that pre-order. Like you're getting that. So I was like, okay.
Answers my next question.
So it's like shit. Cause I sent a message being like, hey, like, cause I didn't read the policy until like the last moment where I send them a message and I'm like, hey, I ordered this like a couple weeks back. Is it still coming? And then like one of the response was like, oh, you put a pre-order down in this? And it's like, yeah. And it's like, well, you got to wait until the pre-order is actually fully released and then you get your stuff. And I'm like, shit. Okay. So then it led into my other problem where I have another order with 2 pre-orders, which don't come out until December. So the 2 movies that like don't come out till December is Reanimator and Possession. And the other movies that I got that are already out are the Police Story trilogy on 4K, the Pusher trilogy, Miss 45, and In the Mouth of Madness, which I was really excited to watch this month because it's a horror movie. Gotta wait till December. Gotta wait till Christmas to watch my scary movies.
Dang.
So yeah, that's kind of my ordeal that's happening right now where like I bought some movies, but I gotta wait like next month and next year for them. But I did buy some other movies on Amazon because Amazon was having their whole sale thing with Blu-rays and stuff. So I did buy a couple movies. I bought like The Exorcist 3. I bought a Donnie Yen like movie called Tiger Cage. The trilogy specifically. What else did I buy? Oh yeah, Beast Fighter and Bullfighter, that fucking thing with Sony Chiba. Hold on. This crazy ass fucking Hong Kong movie called Taxi Hunter. This movie with Colin Farrell called In Bruges. The Return of the Living Dead, Wolf Guy, the Grindhouse movies, which have Planet Terror and Death Proof, Silence of the Lambs, Magnificent Warriors with Michelle Yeoh, Yes Madam with Michelle Yeoh, Streets of Fire, Royal Warriors with Michelle Yeoh, and yeah, that's basically it. Oh, there he is.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. He's about to shit.
What are you doing?
Foodcasting.
Oh, today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Wesley's not going to be here tomorrow.
Why today?
Because Wesley's not going to be here tomorrow.
Well, then that would have been the perfect time to do it.
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. So yeah. So the one movie I want to highlight that I got, do you know this movie called The Miami Connection?
No.
Okay, he went mute. Okay, this is a very infamous movie. It's considered to be like one of the best, worst movies out there.
Worse than The Room.
A little kind of on the level of The Room, but it's supposed to be an action movie. Basically, to sum it down, is that this Taekwondo instructor wanted to make a movie in Florida. He made his movie, obviously had a budget, but the budget was basically he had to put up his dojo for sale. So he used the money from that. And when he brought it to like film distributors to put it out in theaters, everyone unanimously said no. They're like, you should throw this away. So eventually he did get it out to like a bunch of like indie movies, like indie theaters, but it wasn't until like way later. The movie is also kind of batshit insane and it's very goofy. I'm very keen on watching it, but it's one of those things where I feel like it's better to enjoy with like other people, because of how fucking crazy it is. So very excited to watch fucking the Miami Connection. Also I bought some other like horror movie stuff and some stuff that's been on sale, because obviously now spooky movies on sale everywhere now, because October. So the other stuff that I bought was a bunch of other movies from Arrow Video. Find it. There we go. Some Takeshi Miike stuff. Dead or Alive trilogy. The Black Society trilogy. The Sister Street Fighter collection, which is basically a pseudo sequel to like the Sony Chiba stuff that I mentioned earlier. Very bizarre, but like I'm keen on watching that. The Ringu collection. What do you know about that Ringu? You know The Ring, right?
Yeah, I know of it. Like
okay.
The horror movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ringu is just the Japanese movie.
Okay.
Okay. Ringu. Yeah. Come on, man. Ringu. So yeah, I got the Blu-ray collection of Ringu. I'm really excited to watch that because it comes with the first movie, second movie, and the prequel, and also adding the weird sequel to the book adaptation called Spiral, which I hear that is kind of a direct sequel to the first movie in a weird way. So I'm very interested in watching that. But yeah, it's just like some crazy ass shit with fucking Doringu. But Arrow Video has some pretty interesting stuff. Trying to think what else did I buy from Arrow, because they only showed me like a little bit of what I got. Hold on. Let me read what else I got. See, Ringu, Black Society, The Loveless with Willem Dafoe, the Kinji Fukusaku collection, which comes with like other cop and Yakuza movies, and a Junji Ito movie based off his manga called Tomie, which I actually want to read the short story first before I watch the movie, because I like Junji Ito. And oh, he's back.
Welcome.
Hello. Dead. So yeah, basically I bought like a shit ton of movies, but that's not what I watched else. So yeah, other shit that I'm just gonna run through. Mute Witness. It's like this suspense thriller movie. It's pretty good for the most part. Essentially, this lady working on a movie set witnesses a murder. But the thing is that she's a mute. And basically these guys are hunting her down, and she's trying to basically tell the cops that, hey, I saw a murder, but nobody believes me because I'm mute. But it's good. Mute Witness. As I mentioned before, I watched the Grindhouse double feature, which has Planet Terror by Robert Rodriguez and Death Proof by Quentin Tarantino. So I watched them back to back. Planet Terror is not a good movie. It's all right for the most part. I'm surprised of the cast. Well, I think it's just one name in particular, which is Bruce Willis.
Yeah, nice.
But Robert Rodriguez's movies are very interesting in a sense where it's like it's really stylized, and he knows what he's doing with his movies. He's having a lot of fun, which I can't blame him for it. But I don't think they really speak to me that much. I do like El Mariachi and Desperado, and even Once Upon a Time in Mexico. I do really enjoy those movies, but like they're hyper realist like movies, like, you know, they're almost cartoons. But, you know, like I said, he's having a fun time. It seems like the people on set are having the fun time, so I can't really blame him for that. But then you get to Death Proof. Death Proof, I think, is one of my favorite Quentin Tarantino things that he's done. Because it's just so good, especially like the subversion that happens like midway with the movie. Because the premise for did you ever watch these? No. Okay. So Planet Terror basically is like a zombie movie with Robert Rodriguez at the helm. You know, it's like shooting, killing zombies, and then like it's a very like it's very pulpy in the sense that like it's very goofy. Essentially your main character is a lady that lost her leg and basically now has a gun for a leg. Yeah, so that's the cool part. But then other than that, it's just a very goofy movie. It knows what it is. That was kind of the point of those two movies, is that like they harken back to a time of like the 70s exploitation movies where like they're kind of goofy in their own way, but they're kind of having fun with it because the rating for those movies were kind of like all over the place. So Planet Terror is okay for the most part. But then you get to Death Proof, where Death Proof has such an interesting plot where I'm like, this is fucking great. And then they eventually did like an extended release where it's like, oh, they added more scenes that were like missing from the theatrical release. And basically the premise for that is that this stuntman is a serial killer, and he uses his car that he calls the Death Proof to kill his victims. And like it's just like this it's like this batshit insane like thing when you hear it, but then you watch the movie and like it just works because Quentin Tarantino knows how to do it. It's a really fun movie. I really, really like Kurt Russell in it because he's the bad guy. But it's just like I love the ending of that movie. It's so fucking just fun. So then after that, I was like, you know what? Let me watch some scary movies. I finally watched Bring Her Back.
Saw that.
This is by the directors that did Talk to Me, the movie with the hand.
Okay, cool.
Talk to Me.
Oh, with the kids, yeah.
Mhm.
Never saw that, but I know what you're talking about.
So Talk to Me was good. I know Howler watched it. Bring Her Back is interesting. It's also very good. It's also pretty scary for the most part. There are some plot contrivances that I would have to say would probably confuse a lot of people and like make them question the story a little bit more. I think some people might find it as like kind of the fault within the story itself, but for the most part, the acting is very good. The main lady, I forget her name, Sally Hawkins, I think her name is. She was in a bunch of other movies. The one in particular I can think about is The Shape of Water, the movie with the fish man by Guillermo del Toro.
Name sounds familiar. Don't think I saw it.
she in that movie. She's basically the lady that falls in love with the fish man. But she plays the foster mother to these two kids, and they're basically the whole premise is that these two kids, their dad dies. One of the girls is the stepsister to the kid whose father died. So they're still technically siblings. They're siblings, but they're step siblings. So the thing is that the brother is going to turn 18, but in a couple months. But the problem is that he can't have legal custody of his sister because she's still underage, and he's still technically underage. So they have to go to a foster home. This lady basically takes them in. There's some really weird shit with the lady. She already has a foster kid there, and the foster kid there is also really weird. And basically the story kind of goes from there, that like the story starts to unravel itself a little bit more of like why this lady is very weird and like what exactly is happening. And for the most part, these guys know how to do like horror pretty well because they know how to do really unsettling shit. The ending, I think, is really melancholy. And it's just like, man, like it's kind of a downer a little bit, but it's good. I would recommend it. Bring Her Back. So then after that, I finished 2 television series. I finished Alien Earth, and I finished.
Oh, I've been meaning to watch that. Fuck. Okay.
It's really good. It's really good. Even if you don't like aliens that much, it's still a pretty good series. That first episode, I was fully in because like when they started explaining the one particular thing that is going on in that world, I was like, all right, I'm fully in.
Is this like Alien from like Predator Alien?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, it's Alien from Alien, but you know, semantics.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I'm talking about. Potato, you know?
It's like saying, is that Chun-Li from Fortnite?
I mean, she is in Fortnite, yeah.
yeah, semantics. It's very good. It's 8 episodes. The only thing I would have to say is that the final episode feels a little abrupt, but it feels like they're gonna probably do another season. But for the most part, I really enjoyed my time with it. I really, really liked it. I think the main actress that plays Wendy is her name. She's very good. But there is that bit of that world being incredibly dystopian, of the sense that like, oh, like the little thing about what's going on makes everything even more fucked. But I would recommend watching Alien Earth. And then I finally finished watching Peacemaker season 2. a lot of people are
Scene.
a lot of people are mixed about this season. I'm kind of one of them. I think it had a lot of good things going for it up until the end, where it leaves in an incredibly big cliffhanger, and it's just like, because the thing was that with the first season, it felt like it could have been the end of that series. Like, it felt really neatly wrapped, but because of the whole thing, what's happening with like James Gunn taking over the DC, shit, it's just like, well, he kind of has to have this continuing story, so he has to leave some things kind of open. So it's like, okay, nothing we can really do. So the last episode was kind of, but for the most part, season 2 of Peacemaker was pretty good. I really do like kind of the twist of the series, and I think they did a thing where a lot of people did a lot of speculations of like what the twist can be, and it was essentially that, like, everyone got it, like at the first moment everyone got it. So that was pretty cool to see. So yeah, after that, I finished another Yakuza movie called Hokuriku Proxy War. This is another Kinji Fukusaku movie, another Yakuza movie. It's good for the most part. Basically, this Yakuza guy gets out of prison. Well, actually, he kind of tortures his boss to basically tell his boss, "Hey, I went to jail for you. You owe me the shit that you promised me once I got out, and you haven't given me shit. So I'm gonna force you to give me that stuff." And then his boss is like, "All right, I'll give you that stuff." And then while he has his back turned, tells like other people, "We got to get rid of this fucking guy. I'm not gonna give him shit." So the story kind of goes on from there, where the one particular guy that feels like he's owed tries to do whatever he can to basically sabotage his boss and like his other bosses. It's a very interesting movie. It's good, but it's not really my favorite. But it's still a good Yakuza movie if you are looking for a Yakuza movie. The one thing that I do find fascinating is how they torture the people that they're torturing. Is essentially it's all set in a like a snowy area of Japan. I think like mostly like northern Japan. So it's all snow. So basically what they do is that they take their victim, they dig a hole in the ground where it's really snowy, put them in the hole only head up from the ground, and then basically like either pour water on them, in the cold temperature, or take a Jeep and start driving around their heads. So
Damn.
yeah, that's, I mean, Yakuza. The Yakuza.
Yeah, okay, fair, yep.
So yesterday I watched Drag Me to Hell. Do you remember this movie?
No.
It's a movie by Sam Raimi. Sam Raimi has done The Evil Dead, the original Spider-Man, and Drag Me to Hell is one of the weirder movies he's done, even though most of his movies are pretty weird. This one feels like it's trying to do Evil Dead again. And for the most part, it works. But the one thing that I feel like drags the movie a little bit, and as somebody that's not an actor, and I probably will get shit for saying this, I feel like the main actress in that movie kind of brings everything down. Like, she's acted in other things, but it just like, it feels like her acting is very bland in this movie. So, but I do like the ending of the movie for the most part. And then I guess the last thing that I watched season 2 of Smiling Friends, and a little bit of the newer episodes. Smiling Friends is the new Adult Swim stuff. Yellow guy, pink guy, no?
No.
Okay. Smiling Friends is good for the most part. And then stuff that I'm keeping up with now is Don Da Don. And this new anime that I recommended to Wesley called Tojima Wants to Be a Kamen Rider.
Completely forgot about that.
Yeah. It's very good. I only saw the first episode. The second episode just came out, I think, this week. So I've been meaning to check out the second episode, but that first episode really hit me hard as somebody that is really into like the Kamen Rider fandom. But it's not a Kamen Rider show. It's kind of a Kamen Rider show, but it's not at the same time. Which is kind of the hilarious aspect of it. there's some humor in it, but it's one of those things where it's like, if you've ever had a huge fandom for something and you realize you're kind of getting to the point of getting older and realizing that, like, I'm getting too old for this, like, I kind of have to move on, it kind of hits you in the gut of just like, what am I doing this all for then? Because the main character, Tojima, is almost like he's a middle-aged man trying to find his place in the world because he had aspirations to be a Kamen Rider, even though he lives in our world and knows that, like, Kamen Rider is a fictional thing. Even though he wants it to be real, it's not gonna be real. And he trains himself every single day to be a Kamen Rider, but he knows that he's not gonna go to do anything, you know, he's just kind of stuck. So it's a very interesting, like, perspective on that of just like getting older, you know, even with like the goofy shit that you love even as a child, you know, sometimes like you really, it depends on you of like, do I really have to grow out of this? It's fascinating. It's incredibly fascinating. But I really recommend it. I would recommend it even to people that don't really know Kamen Rider, because I never watched the original series. That's the one, thing, the one hindrance on my Kamen Rider fandom that I have is that I never watched the original Kamen Rider. But the show itself is still pretty fun. Even if you have no understanding of Kamen Rider. So yeah, that's me. That's what I've been up to. Watching shows and movies. I was about to watch another movie earlier called The Dead Mother, but I haven't gotten through it because Wesley was like, "Let's do podcast now," and I was like, okay.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna be here tomorrow.
I know. So yeah, that's me. Howler.
So one thing. Sorry, hold on. Are you even here? Howler, hello.
Yeah.
Hi.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Hi. Welcome. One thing I want to add that you reminded me of. We're talking about Goku. I played the Dragon Ball Z game that came out.
The MOBA.
Yeah, the mobile
The
one.
MOBA.
Good.
That's like Pokemon Unite. I
Mhm.
like it. It's not bad. Obviously, you gotta have people to play with because fucking randoms don't know.
Fine, I'll download it.
When are you gonna download 2XKO, bitch?
I have it downloaded.
Stop lying to me.
Nerd. Got him.
I have every League game downloaded.
All right.
Told you.
So are you the best Teemo player?
No, I'm terrible at the game, but I
Oh
love
my God.
League of Legends.
Oh my God, you fuck. You fucker.
Nah, his brother's the best Teemo player.
Oh my God, Teemo.
So you enjoyed the Dragon Ball game?
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I always had a team of 3. So they were tank and support or DPS with me. Everyone's saying that Super Saiyan 3 Goku is broken, but in my personal opinion, I think Oob is broken as fuck.
Oob. Oh man,
Yeah,
that's a name I haven't heard. That's a name I haven't heard in a while.
Is that he's fucking stupid broken?
Is he Oobin?
Yeah, dude, he's dumb. So like,
Makes sense. Oob was really strong until the next person was really strong.
isn't that how it always is?
Yeah.
Everyone's super strong until the next person comes along.
Yeah. I mean, that's the whole entire every single TV show is the same way.
Nah, yeah.
Even Chunch's favorite Beetleborgs or whatever he watches with those weird Asian people doing the.
Well, they gotta be weird, bro.
What do they wear? I don't even know what they are. Beetle people, right?
Oh, you're talking about Kamen Riders?
Yeah. What are they?
Grasshopper. Grasshopper
okay.
man. Well.
Here we go.
Got me riled up. You got me.
Well, actually, Kamen Rider comes from the Rider Commons.
Basically, the whole motif is supposed to be grasshopper. But
I don't. I'm sorry, the homo teeth.
The whole motif.
Whole motif. I did not
Wow,
hear
bro.
you
Clear out
properly. I'm
your
very
ears,
sorry.
bro. Clear out your fucking ears. Get your mind out of the gutter.
Honestly,
Anyways.
same. So yeah.
Um,
continue.
so it's supposed to be a grasshopper, obviously back in like the early like 70s and throughout up
Okay.
until like I want to say mid 2000s when they kind of stopped doing the bug stuff. And then they
Mhm.
started doing their own different like variations. So like there's a dragon one, there's one that looks like a fox, there's another one that looks like what's the other one? Like a wizard. But they still kind of keep like the weird little antennae thing to kind of, you know, kind of harken back to like the old days. But you know, for the most part, you can watch, you know, any of them on their own, minus the ones from the 70s. I would say 2000s till now, those are they're all separate, and you can watch them as is. The ones from the 70s are the ones that like have a consistent story, like per year, essentially, of just like, hey, we're fighting the same bad guy organization up until like 1980 something, where they decided that let's do something different because we can't keep doing this shit up until like fucking God knows how long we can keep going.
God knows how long.
So I was mentioning to Wesley that like this one particular show that came on Crunchyroll is not a Kamen Rider show, but it kind of is. It's basically for fans of Kamen Rider, but at the same time, it's for people that don't really know Kamen Rider. Because it just talks about like fandom in general and getting older and just like, you know, is it really adulthood to basically push out the shit that you loved as a kid?
Is it?
I don't know. Is it?
I don't know.
Exactly. We don't know. But it's
I
good.
thought you said that the show was going to tell me.
Yeah, I don't know. You watch the show, bitch.
You watched the show.
I did.
He did
bitch.
watch the show.
Yeah, you bitch.
Oh, I didn't watch it, I guess.
Little
Yeah,
bitch.
me
Wow.
neither.
Can you hear the aggression? I hope the whole world hears the aggression that Chonch puts
Dude,
on
honestly,
me.
Sorry,
Calling
homo?
me, calling me the B word.
What'd you say,
I
homo?
would never. Whoa.
Bitch.
I
That's
said
crazy.
moti.
I said moti. I really
said whole moti.
I would say just check out like the first episode. It's not that long. It's like half an hour.
Yeah, I probably won't. But so like,
Damn, bro.
I'm sorry.
I'm recommending you peek and you guys just spit it back in my face.
I
I'm already
played Peak last
watching
night.
One Piece, right?
Yeah, One Piece is pretty good. One Peak.
All right, you want the things I did?
Yeah. Good thing I finished mine.
Your mom? No, I'm just joking.
Bitch.
Got him.
So I watched this movie called. Let me look at the actors real quick because I can't remember who was in this real fast. I remember Rain. I want to call him Rain William Johnson, but I don't think that's his name. Oh shit. How do I say his name? Bryan Cranston and Annette Bening were in the movie Jerry and Marge Go Large, and I kept seeing like clips for this on TikTok and like other places.
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
It's about how that both of them go and start buying lottery tickets, and it's an automatic win depending on like how many you buy, and eventually it just becomes. It's also depending on like the day it is, because like what was it? Something about every like so often, once people put enough money into it, there's like technically a guaranteed win, but like nobody knew except for this dude basically, and then one other person figured it out. So they were doing it for a while, and it's cool because like the other part they put in is Rain William from I keep calling him Rain William, and I really don't know if that's his name, but the dude from The Office that played Dwight.
Oh, Rainn Wilson.
Rainn Wilson. Why did I think? Yeah, Wilson William. So he's in it, part of it, and that also made me really want to watch it because I love him. And his whole part he played in it was he was the clerk at a store, and he was getting a divorce from his wife. And then like there's like a whole thing to that, but I just love it because he like plays this character who's just like half dumb and doesn't really give a fuck, and he's like, just more comic relief type stuff. So, but good show or good movie. Like, I like the whole idea and everything. Apparently it's a true story. But oh shit, yeah. What is this thing? Did I watch this or play this? I don't know what this is. Never mind. And then I watched Air: A Story of Greatness, which is about how the Air Jordan was created, and
Oh
how they
yeah.
got Michael Jordan on the Nike team. That was also really good. It has Matt Damon and Ben Affleck.
hmm
Um, shit, it also has the one dude. I don't know the other guy's name. This is how much I know about movies versus how much Chonch knows about movies.
I don't. I only watch Peak.
Fuck are the actors? Oh, Jason Bateman.
hmm
It also has Chris Tucker, by the way, which was super surprising to me to see Chris Tucker.
Oh, the Air
Just like,
Jordan movie.
yeah, like randomly in something that I wasn't expecting.
Yeah, I think he's trying to make a comeback with movies.
Yeah, but when was this? Was this recent?
I want to say last year or the year
Yeah,
before.
23.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I'd like to see him in more stuff. He's a funny guy.
Don't worry,
I also think he did good in this.
he'll be back in Rush Hour 4.
Hopefully.
Hell yeah.
I watched Remember the Titans.
Did you remember?
It's just a good movie. Like, I remembered actually most of it. I forgot about the car accident scene. But overall, just like it's a really good movie about like, um, segregation and having to integrate everybody and like, was it the first school to have like desegregation or whatever?
I don't know.
I can't remember if they were like in this movie. I don't know if this is like a true story or fictional or like kind of mixed in together. But like I'm pretty sure they say like they're the first school to do it, and like people are complaining like, why are we the first school? Blah 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 blah. It's like somebody has to be the first, so shut the fuck up. But the whole like team having to get together is always like a good moment. Um, it's a fun movie. Like I like that movie a lot. I'll go back and watch it every once in a while.
Mm.
And then what is that dude's name? Mark, the guy I make fun of all the time that beats up people that beat like a Asian dude up.
Oh, Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg.
Mackie
Yeah,
Mac.
so I was on Disney Plus and like I didn't know what I wanted to watch, and then I saw a movie called Invincible. One, it has the Eagles in it. Two,
Oh
it has
yeah,
Mark Wahlberg.
I remember
And
that
I was
movie.
like, fuck, I don't think I want to watch this because Mark Wahlberg. And like I was kind of annoyed, like even seeing it, because I genuinely just don't like him after like knowing all this shit about him.
You're like, I love him. I gotta watch this.
And I was like, all right, I'm gonna just take a look at it. It looks like terrible, but maybe it'll be really bad. I'll turn it off. It is really bad. I didn't turn it off. I watched all of it by skipping
Because
through it.
who does he play in that? Vince Van. Is it Vince?
Like Papale or something.
Oh yeah,
Vince
yeah,
Papale.
yeah.
And it's just like a movie about South Philly Italians that are like, we can't be split up. We gotta be together.
We gotta be together.
Nobody knows how hard it is for
Bring
us. And I'm like,
bring the lasagna.
well, I do agree, like,
Mhm.
it
Bring
probably
those
was
out, yeah.
hard for Italians coming over and stuff, but
Yep.
it's just funny, like the way they like portrayed everything was just really funny. There was like one dude that hated that this guy was getting attention, and,
Oh.
it's because he didn't have a job and he didn't have like anything else going on, and he just would drink all the time. So like every time Mark Wahlberg would come in, he'd be like, "Hey, it's the guy who thinks he's an eagle, or like, hey, it's the guy whose girl, because his wife like leaves him
Hmm.
very early on in the movie, and he's like, well, at least you want to worry about your woman. And then Mark Wahlberg's, what'd you say? And I'm like, yeah, like I would also beat the shit out of that guy that just like said like, ha ha ha, you lost your wife. I'm like, like who? What are you
Who
doing?
does
You
that?
know?
An asshole.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not, but like it's also like it's his friend, and I'm like, not anymore. Like in my head, I'm like, I would just
Yeah.
not talk to you anymore.
Yeah. Me and Wesley
And
don't
beat
talk
the shit
about
out of you outside.
what you and Wesley don't talk about my wife. So that's cool.
Yeah. Um,
Thanks, guys.
but terrible movie, by the way. I would never watch that shit ever fuck again. It's
But
super
it's the underdog story. You're
yeah,
supposed to
but there's
cheer
just like
for the underdog.
there's like the scenes are so bad. It's like also Mark Wahlberg's not a good actor.
I don't
Like
know. It's weird because it's just like I can't really think of a movie that he's like fucking phenomenal in. I mean, I liked him in Boogie Nights, and that's a movie that I really enjoy. But it's just like he kind of plays a meathead in that movie. So it's
he just
like,
has like to me he has the same face all the time.
yeah.
He doesn't really
To be fair, he is good in comedies because he's always the straight man. You know, you got like Daddy's
yeah, but
Home, and then the other guys.
honestly, ever since that interview with Eminem, I just feel like he doesn't I don't even think he knows he's doing comedy in comedy movies. I
Mm.
think he just thinks he's too cool to do anything, and like somebody has to, I swear, like this is how I think it is. Like someone has to be like, yeah, man, you're cool. Don't worry. In the movie, you're gonna be this cool guy, and he's like, all right, cool. I want to be the cool guy, you know.
I feel
And
that's
then he
very
plays a
The
straight
Rock.
man, and he thinks he's so cool. Um,
Mm.
but like what? Oh yeah, his so like the way it happened is like his wife is like he comes home after like watching the Eagles lose, then he goes and plays football with some friends, and then he comes home to his wife in like almost a very empty apartment. Um and his wife's like, "Where have you been?" And he's like, "What? I just caught like a game with the boys." And she's like, "I can't believe you would do this." And I'm like, what the fuck is happening? And she's
Is
like,
he
"You
is
don't
he
have a
cheating?
job. You're
Oh,
doing nothing." And he's like, "I have a job." And she's like, "No, well, you call it a steady work." And then he goes, "What do you mean?" And she's like, "You're working at a bar and you're working here." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'd call that steady work." He's working.
I'm
Like,
working at a
what do you mean
bar.
he's not? What do you mean he's not working? Yeah, basically, it's like,
You're a bum,
but
Mark Wahlberg. A bum.
basically,
Yeah.
and then they're like, cut. And then I guess they're asleep, and then they do other shit because it just goes to another scene.
Uh,
And then eventually he comes home the next day, and all his I'm sorry, not all his shit is gone, just everything's out of the house except for a chair and something else to throw against the wall. So what does he do? He throws the things against the wall, beats holes into the wall, and I'm like, what do we? Why? Like I get that you're angry, but like it's just weird.
oh, is it like White Boy,
Um,
like smash sheetrock kind of like ordeal?
yeah, because
Okay.
well, I mean, like I get it. Like there's a note that says like you'll never amount to anything.
Oh, did she leave him?
Um, yeah,
Oh,
she wants
okay.
a divorce. So,
Wow.
but it wasn't explained super well because, like, I don't think they gave a close up on the note, but she wanted a divorce. Then the next scene is a bunch of dudes in a bar being like, she wants a divorce. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then it just so happens to be like at that time, a the bartender, his niece, I don't know, some girl that he knows from his family was like, I gotta come from New York to Philly, and I like the New York Giants. And basically, she's a perfect match for Mark Wahlberg's character because she loves football, so she knows everything about football. And then it's like, oh shit, Sheeta wouldn't care if I'm poor and love football.
Jesus.
She'll
um,
love
and
me
then the
for
Eagles
me.
hold an open tryout, like they hear about that in the middle of this, and then all the guys, of course, Mark Wahlberg's character, I'm doing dishes and trying to get money to get my wife back or whatever. And
Mhm.
then all the guys hear the open trial thing and they go, "Hey, yo, Buck," or whatever his name is, Vince
Vince,
Papale.
yeah.
Uh, you should try out for the Philadelphia Eagles. And then he's like, "No, I won't do that." Cut the scene where he does it. Um, and the coach is like, "You're so fast. How could we ever not take you into our team?" And then he gets in the team, and the team people are like, you suck, dude. Go the fuck away. You didn't fucking go to college for this." And I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's kind of fair, but also like some people are strong and fast, so maybe give him a fucking second.
Leave him alone. Leave Mark Wahlberg alone.
So like many more scenes later, somebody randomly finds the note that his wife left to him about getting divorced in his locker, and 3 dudes laugh at it, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like, okay, yeah. Laugh at the dude having a fucking horrible life currently.
Your wife
And
hates you. Hilarious.
so like in my head, I'm like, oh, they're gonna quote the like note back at him at some point. Nope. Nobody quotes it back at him. There's like at one point where someone says to him, "You'll never amount to nothing," which is written on the note, but like it doesn't even remotely seem to trigger him, or like he like gets slightly angry,
Mhm.
but like it wasn't like, haha, your wife said you'll never you know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
it's just like, and then the rest of it just ends up being like he almost gets cut multiple times from the team. Um and he has like a moment with his dad where his dad's like, um I told you never get your hopes up, but I got my hopes up that you are gonna be an Eagle, whatever. Um, but like also like don't let that affect you. Like I'm just happy for you. And then his dad's like, what carried me? Because like the Vince Papali dude, Mark Wahlberg, he's like, I just want to let everyone down. And then the dad was like, what got me through like the last like 30 years of working at the factory? That one touchdown I got in high school or something or whatever. And
Jesus.
and I'm like, yeah, I mean, like, everyone has something that carries them to the day, I guess. Like, that's cool. And then again, fast forward, he makes the team. He has to have a moment where he fails again, which is, um, he fucks up on the field, and the coach is like, you don't block again, or whatever the fuck he was gonna do. You're gonna make me look bad, and I'm gonna have to cut you. And I'm like, okay, well, you already signed him to make money, so he doesn't probably care. Um, And then the next like big thing he does is he gets a touchdown. That's pretty much the end of the film. And like when he gets a touchdown, the guys in the bar are watching and his dad is there, and some guy at the bar goes, "That's your son. That's you." And I'm like, "That's not you," but yeah, it's your son, dude.
Live vicariously through your child.
Exactly. Yeah. Um, but yeah, again, not a good movie, but
Well,
yeah, I remembered that pretty good.
I was to say, I mean, you remembered a lot, so it's got to be good in some
Because
parts.
it's just like, no, it's bad. Like,
Well,
how like when something's
guess
so bad, you just like fucking like,
Chonch got to watch.
I don't think you should watch it, dude. It's really not good. Um, Shit, dude. I guess I have some games too, but like, yeah, what a oh shit, yeah, I didn't talk about Shooting Stars. I watched also, which is another sports kind of it's not documentary because it's not like exactly what happened, but like they got people to like cast for LeBron James and other basketball players.
Mhm.
Apparently, there were 4 people or 3 people that LeBron James grew up with, and I don't know any of these people. Um, uh, I don't know. Like, I think the family adopted somebody, or I know like one of them lives at a home where like the mom can't be home all the time, so the kid will always be over like one of their houses. I think LeBron James was that kid actually. I think
Mhm.
he was just the one that like always goes over to the house because he didn't have a place to go. So like these like this good family was like, hey, we'll make sure like he stays out of trouble. So like all these people did was play basketball all the time. Like that friend group loved basketball so much, that's all they did. Um, so like they just got really good at it, which is like totally you keep doing something so much, you're gonna be good at it, right?
Yeah.
Or at least like you would think. Um, so it was really cool to watch that. Also, like something I didn't know, like I don't know if this is like part of fiction or truth or what, because I didn't look anything up, but like um he was getting noticed in like, I don't know, I think it was high school, but I can't tell if it was like middle school to high school, because he's always fucking tall, and people were having him. I think it had to be high school. People were having him sign shit before he left high school. So like people would see him on the street and be like, "Yo, man, like you're really fucking good. Can you sign this for me?" Or I want to give you this, or And I think he was starting to get deals and stuff too, like already. Because I guess people knew like this guy is that good, and then you can see like it affects the friendships because everyone's like, well, he's the star.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a fuck about us, especially one of the friends is really short. Which like at the time I guess meant you couldn't play basketball basically,
Yeah. He was a
just
short king.
professionally.
Mhm.
But he ends up being really good and like being like, I showed you, But that movie was really fun. I liked that a lot. I don't remember who plays the dad, but I liked him. Oh shit, you know what? I do know who he is, but I can't remember his name. Um, let me look back to. Okay, this is the worst part I have. Is the top name his real name or the bottom? Oh, that's not him. What?
What's going on? Why are you
I
trying
think
to
it's Wood
confuse me?
Harris.
Woody Harrelson?
Wood Harris?
Wood Harris?
I think that's the dad. I can't tell though.
Wood Harris. Wood Harris. Oh, Avon Barksdale.
It is. That is the dad, yeah. Um,
Yeah, from The Wire.
okay, he is from The Wire. I was trying to figure out why I know who he is.
Yeah, it's Avon.
Um, yeah, I really like this dude.
He's very underrated, yeah.
Oh, he was in the Remember the Titans. That's fucking why I see that face. Like when I saw that face, I was like, I fucking just know this dude. Um, yeah, I love that dude so much. He's a good actor. Yeah, good movie. Shooting Stars is fine. I don't think it's great. Same thing with Air. Like, it's fine. They never show Michael Jordan's face, which kind of fucking annoyed me. Which, like, I'm sure is because, like, how do you find a young Michael Jordan?
Yeah.
Um, so, oh yeah, video games and stuff. Played this game called Roadside Research, which is an alien team up game, co-op game, where you and your friends have to go undetected and run a gas station. And agents will show up. You got to do tests to show them that you're human, which is like, sure, why would they show up though? To this gas station.
Mhm.
And your whole goal is to sell things. Pretty much, it's like almost like being a cashier simulator game.
Mhm.
But it's pretty fun. Me and my friends played it a little bit, and uh there's a bunch of silly shit like your character oozes green ooze every once in a while on the ground you got to clean up. Um you got to take pictures of targets sometimes, which I'm assuming is for like the mothership to grab them.
Yeah.
And uh you have to wear a mask, and the mask is a piece of paper with a face drawn on it that's taped to your face.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. uh Yeah, I don't know. Good game. I don't think it's gonna be worth the price that comes out at unless it's $5, hopefully, because I wouldn't pay $50 for that. Uh, it's super buggy and a bunch of other shit. And then I played Arc Raiders for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And Arc Raiders, it seems like is fun, but I died to a drone with two other people that were playing with me, and then they almost also died to the same drone, and I shot it like with 40 bullets and the drone didn't die. And then I was like, no, I don't want to play this game anymore because why is this thing not dead yet? Uh, okay, bye. And then left that. Um, I bought Shape of Dreams, which is a good game.
Yes, Wesley was
Me
talking
and
about it.
Wesley have been playing, and I taught him everything he knows, and that's why he's good at it now. So, you're welcome, Wesley.
Oh, this guy.
um,
Uh,
everyone hates the tank until the tank is too good. You know what I'm saying? Um, I played Backseat Driver with a friend. That game's okay.
Mhm.
It's basically a two-player game where one person's a driver, one person's in the back. The driver's an old lady who can't see over the steering wheel, so you have to tell them left, right, stop, go, um, all that stuff. And the backseat person obviously is taller and can see where to go. Um, it's easy in my opinion. Like, even though you can't see over the steering wheel, you can see kind of like where arrows are a lot of the time. So like if somebody's like, it's right, you can see the right arrows later on and be like, oh, okay, like I know how much I have to turn. And sometimes you can see the cars that you might run into and stuff. Like it's again, like if you're good at games, it's not that hard. Uh, I played Golf with Friends recently, which is good. You already know all that.
Mhm.
Uh, I tried getting back on Dune. I don't know if I'm gonna play it again. I don't know.
So much hate for Dune.
It's not even like hate. It's just like I don't know why I don't have like a really like want to get back in there.
You don't know
But I
why you're in
tried
Dune. Mhm.
RuneScape again, which I guess I should clarify the old RuneScape. Um, like that's another thing. Like I'm not sure if I want to keep playing that, but it's okay. Like it's kind of just the same stuff I remember from being a kid. Uh, and one thing I bought, or another thing I bought, I guess, is Hogwarts Legacy. Um, and this, I will say, is like fucking what a good like polished game. Very uh well done. Um, I've only played about 2 hours of it.
Mhm.
Uh, but like visually super appealing. Cutscenes are good. Um, your character's voice acting, I don't know if you'll care, like if anyone will play it actually, but like if you did play it, I would recommend keeping your character's voice on its natural voice level. Don't make it tuned up or down or pitched up or down. Um, because it sounds like all they did was take like a voice changer uh setting and like made it pitch it up and down, and then it has like a weird, it feels like it has a weird echo to it to me. Um, but other than that, like spells are cool. Very, very visually appealing. And story wise, like it seems pretty good. Uh some like one of the dudes I think is gonna be like kind of an antagonist as a kid. Um he wasn't super Malfoy, like he wasn't like go fuck yourself. He was like, yeah, we
Hey,
might
go
not
fuck
like each
yourself.
other,
Yeah.
but we're definitely at the school together. And I was like, what? Hold on, are you my friend? Are we friends? um so yeah, there's that. Um And then I downloaded a bunch of demos because there's Demo Fest thing going on again.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I downloaded Industria 2 demo, haven't played it yet. Motor Slice demo, haven't played it yet. Road to Vostok, which looks like a military shooter, but it's single player. Um, Reincarnation Insurance Program. Um, and I think that's it. I played Left 4 Dead 2 recently too with some friends. Um, I really wish they would remaster this because it feels bad, the movement and stuff to me.
Wow. You're saying something so controversial, yet so true.
Good, it's still a good game.
Yeah.
I was telling one of my friends like, I wish they would update the graphics, and he was like, "These are perfect graphics," and I'm like, "They could be better." Like Like it could be better.
I mean, that game came out what, like 2008?
Yeah, and I will say though, like if you go back and play it, like it still looks pretty good.
That's like saying that like Uncharted 1 needs a remaster / remake. Needs The Last of Us Part 1 effect.
What year did this come out? Left 4 Dead 2 came out 2009. What time did Uncharted come out? 2009?
I think a little earlier. Because it was was it the first year of PS3?
2007.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's right, bitch.
Uncharted 1 should get remastered.
You bitch. How dare you? How dare you? Cancelled.
Oh, shit. Me and Games played Ember. Did you talk about that, Games?
I didn't. It was so bad that I didn't like.
What? No, it's totally not that bad, dude.
Damn,
Ember,
Wesley
I
hated
thought was
it.
gonna be. I thought Ember was gonna be really fun, and I bought this game on sale a long time ago, and I was like, surely someone will buy it at some point because I saw it on Wesley's list and I saw it on some other friends' lists, and I was like, oh, they'll get it. And then nobody bought it, and I was like, it went on sale again. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna buy it for Wesley. I sent it to Wesley, and he was like, yo, you want to put out fires? And I was like, yeah. And then we played one match, and we both were like, so we get off, right?
Literally.
It's so bad, dude. I will say, like, if I played more of it, I don't think it's terrible, but there's for sure like there's something missing there. Like
For sure.
I don't know. I don't even know how to like explain it really. Like it's there's nothing different. You just keep putting a fire out and grabbing the money from the house and saving people. Which is I guess like makes sense, but like I don't know. They need to add something to make it more interesting, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It's like there are more missions. It's just like you have to put out all the fires and whatnot first.
Yeah, I guess if it was more like goofy instead of like they're just houses and like
Yeah.
I guess like if it was like a clown's house or something. I don't know. I really don't know. It's missing something. It's missing guns.
Really gotta play
Yeah.
Hogwarts Legacy. Does look good.
It's pretty good, man. Even if you hate what's her name for being a piece of shit.
Yeah. No, because like my sister mentioned that to me. She's like, "Oh yeah, it's a pretty good game." I was like, "All right, I'll give it a shot." I'm not like super into Harry Potter, but I'll give it a shot.
No, I feel the same way. I do like watching the movies every once in a while, but I'm not like, oh, by the way, do you remember the Hufflepuff Eleanor doing the El Gato dance in the background when she got her Fifi dream? And I'm like, no,
While
yeah,
doing the Harlem Shake.
yeah.
Okay. So did she get her Fifi dream?
Obviously, jeez, this guy doesn't fucking know anything about this movie.
Damn. I don't. Damn.
Yeah, that's my days and lives and moments. I didn't buy Battlefield 6, by the way. Okay, bye.
I really wanna.
I was about to ask you guys that too. Like, do you guys get Battlefield 6?
I don't want to play that bad.
So my coworkers got it. To be fair, they're like in their um like early 20s.
Mm-hmm.
So like
They were like, I
they're like,
remember
oh my
when I
God,
was
yeah,
in.
it's better than Call of Duty and like this and that and whatnot. I'm like, okay, you're probably right,
It looks
but I don't
fun.
know how. Yeah, like I played the demo a lot. That demo was fun. But I don't know if I actually want to buy it. And then there's also like Pokemon that came out that I'm like, I don't know if I want that either.
Do you have the Switch too? Did you get a Switch too?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I wouldn't play it unless you bought the Switch 2. Because, like, did you play the old Pokemon on your Switch 1?
Which old one?
The, like, Sword and Shield or something?
Yeah.
Okay. That shit runs terrible on that.
Do you mean Scarlet and Violet? Is that the one that you're talking
Oh,
about?
thank you. That's what I was thinking
Yeah.
of. Scarlet and
But I'd
Violet.
say because like Sword and Shield run fine because I've been playing a little bit.
Oh, does it?
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
my bad,
Yeah.
my bad, my bad. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. So Scarlet and Violet
Fake
is the one that
news.
ran
No, yeah,
Scarlet.
it's like the load times take forever.
So like I can only imagine this new one is gonna run not well on the Switch one.
And it's supposed to be like kind of like open world, get straight into battle kind of ordeal. So
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did see that.
yeah,
Yeah.
gotta play
So
that
more just
Arceus.
like cautionary is all I'm saying is like just be careful because like I wouldn't want you to waste like $60 or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Damn, that
Because
sucks.
what, Switch 2 is like what, like 700?
Is it? No.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what the fuck it is.
So, are you guys
Oh no,
getting
it's 500.
Battlefield? when
I don't think I'll buy it now, but maybe in the coming months.
it gets more updates. Fine, I guess I'll just
Um,
play Digimon Story Time Stranger. Okay,
Well, you first of all, you don't even act like you would play Battlefield with us, you bitch.
I
Don't
Nah,
would,
do that.
I would have, I would have. You know, I
yeah,
would have.
okay, bullshit.
How dare you? How dare I would have? Right here, bro. I'm right here.
I'm right here, bro. Yeah, Battlefield's good. I really enjoyed the beta, but
Purchase.
like, I don't know. I feel like one thing holding me back from buying is like, when I used to play Call of Duty when I was younger, um, a- I had a lot of friends playing,
What?
like
So,
me, Ryan, Derek,
Mhm.
Zach, like all these people. But like now it's like, why would I play by myself, basically?
so I got. So I'm looking at the Steam page, and it has this little warning thing that says "Secure boot and TPM 2.0 not detected."
Mhm.
What is that?
TPM 2.0 is a security thing on your motherboard. To make sure that it's activated, you just have to look on your computer whether or not it's activated.
Okay.
If it's not activated, you go into your BIOS and turn it on. Secure boot is something you'd also have to go into your BIOS to turn on if you need it turned on.
Okay. So I guess I will put that on wish list. Thanks, Battlefield 6.
Mhm.
I'm doing all
Yeah,
that.
people
for
complained
it.
about it in the beta because a bunch of people were like, "My computer doesn't work anymore because I tried turning on secure boot," and it's because they don't know how to follow instructions. So
I
it's
don't
their
know.
fault.
Yeah, I don't know how to follow instructions either. They're not alone.
Yes, you do. I know. I 100%
Stab!
think that if you watched the YouTube video, you would know how to do exactly what you needed to do.
Yeah, you put my computer together, so I would assume you know how to follow instructions.
Yeah, have you been into
No.
the BIOS and turned his RAM speed faster for him? Did you do that?
Mine, no.
I'm asking if Chonch did it.
No.
I'm not going to be answering
No.
questions at this time.
Okay, I don't know if you did. I was gonna say, well, the whole thing I was gonna say was if you did that, then yes, you can turn secure boot on. It's not that hard. It's literally like on the same page, basically.
But what if I'm scared to do it?
You can be scared. Doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, it doesn't matter. It's for competitive games. It's so that people can't cheat. And, I mean, people still cheat, by the way.
I was about to say, that's kind of impossible. That's like asking, hey, can you get me a piece of the sun and let me
No,
eat it?
but I don't know how anti-cheats work. I'm not going to pretend like I do, but it does help in some cases where people buy certain ones that it can detect and then it, fucks it up, or, they detected 300,000 cheaters, I believe, and ended up banning them all during the beta. And I don't know if they're doing hardware bans or something or what they're doing, but they're somehow banning them pretty permanently, it sounded like. So,
Okay. Interesting.
yeah, and when you talk about banning and everything that's going on and them, requiring secure boot and all this stuff, it seems, or at least like to the people that like are tired of Call of Duty's very blatant, like no care for cheaters in the first place. Um, you kind of go, it's nice to see a company caring about cheaters again, you know?
Yeah.
So like, they're at least getting points there, basically, from people. So, you know,
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. It's, I don't know. EA is not a great company. Don't ever fucking, you'll never catch me saying that. But they are trying to do some stuff with this game, and they are definitely listening to like people being like, the same thing with like people being tired of Call of Duty's fucking like Nicki Minaj skin and like all these other things and
What do you mean? You don't like
fucking
the weed
cancel
skin?
sliding. Yeah. All
Give me
those
more
skins that are
weed.
just like it clutters the screen so much though, it's like crazy. So whatever. I don't know. I am tired of Call of Duty. They should take some years off.
Just
Ugh.
just give me the weed skin.
Or just remake Modern Warfare again.
Modern Warfare 4 again?
Modern Warfare 1. Yeah, or whatever 4, yeah.
The naming convention. All right. Anything else?
No, we were just talking about Call of Duty or Black Ops, I guess. So, yeah. Or no, my God, Battlefield.
Blops.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got nothing else.
Stick.
Word.
Okay, good night.
Good night. All right, bye everyone. Bye.